And here we are, Haven the map, and we have Valorando on the attacking side and Philips Evangelium on the defense side. An interesting lineup for them. Oh, there is no Sage and no Cypher on that team. That is a very interesting lineup. Not really something that I expected this deep into the tournament. So we have Omen, we have Raze, and a Phoenix.
Yeah, I think something to note is, like, if they were on attack, I'd be like, Omen and Phoenix pretty good on attack, Raze as well. The Showstopper's just a great ultimate to utilize and take down players when you know where they're at. But because they're starting on the defensive side, I think it is definitely interesting. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes here for them as we get into this pistol round. The attackers grouped up completely all through the smoke. Scoutmeister going to get a quick one. That's pretty nasty, and an early advantage coming in for Philips Evangelium.
Yeah, and of course Valorando, they're already falling back here a little bit, but that initial kill definitely didn't help their cause at all. They're trying to make the play for A now, still trying to get another kill over here, and Scoutmeister gets another one. Laka is down, and that's a 5 versus 3 early on, and puts the attackers into a very, very awkward situation.
Yeah, he doesn't quite realize, though, they are already on that A site and getting completely caught off guard by Rax there. However, the player in at Heaven picks up an easy one. Breaks Co. We saw how good he was, but going to get clapped down as well by this Omen at Heaven. Such a great position for him to be working with that Ghost. All going to be down to Rax on the Cypher. He has very little information, and the flank comes in at the right time. They're still picked up by Philip and the boys.
Yeah, Valorando in this case is actually behind, so in this case we're looking once more for the pistols here. But that's a good start for Philips Evangelium. Again, defender side, bit of an advantage, but really nice picks here from Scoutmeister in the early stages of round number 1, and that helped the team a lot here. You get the 2 initial picks against Valorando. Let's see if they can pull it off once again. I guess it's really round 3 that I'm looking forward to the most again, as both teams will have enough for a full buy. We at least get a frenzy, apparently. Nope, decided to go into the standard again. Oh, already utility coming out. Breach also. Spike is slowly starting to move towards C, which is completely open, by the way.
Interesting choice, but they are, I suppose, looking to get aggressive here. It's working out as well, just hitting the heads cleanly. However, Spike going to go down, so this is a bit of extra cash secured, and Durspo on that raise going to be in the side finding Kriz, and yeah, nothing really coming ultimately, but the Spike going down is nice, right? They didn't invest an awful lot there. They get a bit of that investment back by planting it and proving they can kind of get inside, and maybe very early on, Philips Evangelium going to have to be very careful not to leave C open when they actually have strong rifles.
As we said before, getting the extra 300 credits for the Spike plant is super important on the attacker side, and it couldn't be more important in that second round, even if you get eliminated. That is just super. I mean, you really need to make that play. Once again, we have really nice moves here from Philips Evangelium. They have the 2-0, but this is now, there's the camera, by the way, again, from Rax. We've seen him previously. Yeah. We talked about it, and again, it's still working, so nobody has figured that out yet. But let's see if they now, with a full buy, are able to put a point onto the board. Scoutmeister with the immediate attack and gets the initial kill again against Laka.
That Bulldog, very dangerous in rounds like these, particularly with that 3 burst. If you're holding an angle, and KX going to try and get aggressive, Kriz will take him down. So maybe you got to be careful there. When you've got the man advantage, there is not much use in getting aggressive, in trying to find information. Just use the numbers. Unfortunately, throws them away, though, so it might just give it a chance across to Valorando here.
Yeah, 4 is 4 now. They're starting to play a little bit slow at this point. I mean, they're really hoping for someone to push out so that they can maybe get a kill. I love A, by the way, where you get one of those situations where 2 are just more or less standing next to each other. Kane is starting to also slowly move over towards A now. Still looking at short here, with the rest of the team starting the rotation. C is still being guarded. They're actually starting to abandon B a little bit. Sova gets one of the darts through, and everybody starts moving over to A. Oh, that could actually be a pick. Yep, corner's being held here again, and he doesn't make it. That was close, though. If he steps out a little bit farther, he's dead.
Oh, the orbital strike as well, going to be placed perfectly. Look at that, 2K coming in off the back of it as well. Chris now the only one left. Oh, that is so well done. Oh, he thought he got that kill, but not quite. Will end up going down. orbital strike plus the fault line to slow them all down inside it. He picks up one. I think he pretty much set up the second. Really good stuff.
Scoutmeister with the triple kill in that round before he gets taken down himself with a 3-0. It's also going to be a little bit rough. Again, every round from this one onwards is also going to be a 2,900 credits for the attacking team. So they will have a pretty decent economy, but they need to get some points here. Now, there is a defender's advantage. We talked about this already before. Let's see if they can make the play here. So once again, Omen trying to go for the blind here, use the utility right away, puts himself onto the top of the box, trying to peek the window. Over to A. Sitting in the smokes right now. Double attack. Double pronged one on C and A actually. One holding right now. And Scoutmeister with the insta-kill against Braxo. Once again, still the attempt to get a kill against him, and Rax is able to take him down. Can make the rotation towards A now, and the spike is already underway.
The ordnance coming in as well. The cage going to get popped, keeping them back from that yellow rotation, opting to go towards heaven. Chris going to get in, get the bomb down. Looker on a bit of a flank with the shorty. We'll see how that goes later on into the round. So you have to bear in mind the weaponry not great here for the attackers as they start to push through. Beautiful stuff. Big 3-piece coming in from everybody on the team, and now we've got Looker with the shorty. 1 versus 4 on the backside. The defuse is coming in and immediately spotted out and taken down. Easy stuff on the Philips Evangelium side of things. Looking really good so far, to be honest.
Yeah, they're crushing here at this point. It's a 4-2-0. We talked about when exactly will Valorando be tested, and I think we found the game. They are down 4 points, and they still haven't really found the opening here. They made the play towards A couple of times. Scoutmeister shutting them down cold most of the situations. On the last round, they were able to go for the 1-for-1 trade, but they still lost it. Still peeking out over here. And it seems like they're going to make the play for A once again. Wolf is on the other hand out. So here comes Phoenix, so he's trying to move out and see if he can get something done. And it's actually impressive because, again, there is no Cypher on the other hand. There is not even Sage, so there's a lot of utility lost here.
I kind of talked about, right, when we were in the break there, about how finding information with your head and finding information with some of the ordnance, with some of the agents themselves, and it seems they're opting for the former in a lot of these rounds here, and really advanced positions in towards middle, going to make it hard to break through. Jakey with a really nice shot on to Looker. 5 versus 4, once again, finding the opening pick. There's a minute left. They're going to try and recover things back here on the middle angle. Jakey is just really slippery right now. Looking to peek in, finds another. No, he gets taken down by Rax, in fact, but now it comes down to the Omen that's going to leave this window. Looking to try and find a trade, catches the player reloading. Spike going to get dropped as well. The body in the way, so he can't really get any more, but just so much carnage. The flanks come in. The Phoenix getting another, does get aggressive there and gets taken down. Now into a 3 versus 2. A little more doable here for the attacking side.
Yeah, if they get another shot in, maybe early on, there's definitely a chance they have to recover the spike, though, which is not going to be easy either. And there it is. Scoutmeister comes in and takes Kane down. They were guarding the spike there. No chance to recover it. Now the last man standing is Breach trying to go for it. Gets the kill, but gets taken out as Scoutmeister once again comes in and delivers the kill. Last man standing had a few hit points left, but it's just not enough for Valorando to finally get a point.
Getting there, though, right? Getting there.
They're getting closer.
Closer and closer and closer every round, I think.
Now, the defender side is just in... They are in a really good spot. They seem to just read them like a book at this point. They're looking at this and just saying, all right, Spike... They had 2 people guarding the window, and especially Omen. He was just waiting for them to peek in again and got the kills there.
Here we go. Rax has shown us some more of his spy cam angles. Now that things are starting to get a bit tougher. That's one to see over middle.
Initially abandoning A completely. Now we have one on the defender side starting to move over here. Still a couple. In the middle though. Window again being guarded. Snuck out deep. Gets the kill. Rax able to take one down, but Omen is able to eliminate. Problem is that they are also losing 2 more. So nicely done. Valorando this time able to win the shootout here. Need to get another hit. Scoutmeister coming in, and Kane is eliminated.
Forcing them out as well with the orbital strike. They've got to push forwards, right? They've got to make their move over towards A. Fault line coming in, going to keep Scoutmeister back for now. He's on pretty low HP as well, waiting for Phoenix, who is probably going to have to do most of the work for this round as the spike goes down. Doesn't have his ultimate available. There's still 2 ultimates here for the attacking side as well, but the wide peek from Rax is somewhat ill-advised. Brings it now into a bit more of a doable situation.
Yeah. Oh, the kill comes in. Scoutmeister with the insta headshot. He gets taken out too. Braxco, the last one remaining, is coming in, trying to go for Phoenix. Nearly getting the kill here. Not quite. Was close. Nobody knows he's on long. There's the flash as he moves around the corner. This could be the first point for Valorando. Coming down to Phoenix and Breach. Another flash, but time is ticking. He needs to go for the defense. There's a lot of time passed before he starts to peek completely. And it's too late. The kill, and Braxco makes it happen. The bomb takes it down. Hashtag worth it though. What a play here.
Man. I thought he was still on the bomb. He like peeked in to look at the bomb, and I thought Phoenix was still on it, and he only looked at half of the bomb, right? And was like, oh, there's no one on it.
I mean,
which,
honestly,
thankfully the gamble, oh man.
I mean, it takes 7 seconds to defuse, so he had the timing there, but I thought too, if he really just goes for it and tries to defuse through, that might get way too close for comfort. But good play here by Braxco, and that's the first point on the board now for Valorando, for the attackers. The double smoke coming in over at A, 14 seconds, the duration for the Brimstone smokes. But Valorando putting that point in, and they still have a couple of ults ready. Sage has a Resurrect. We also got the additional information through Cypher, and the Brimstone ult is also up for them.
Could indeed be the spark that lit the flame that previous round. Always going to help the mental as well. A nice big clutch coming in. Everybody's going to get behind it. So we will definitely see here. I think it's a question in this game, right, of we've talked about them being tested. They clearly are here. And I think it's a big question of respect. I would imagine, same as the first game, their second game of the day, they just kind of ran things down and got really aggressive, and it worked out most of the time. But they can't do that here in this game. They've really got to apply themselves, find some early picks, and work off of things effectively. And we might just see one here. They're all creeping up over towards A, about to meet their maker. No, Scoutmaster only good for 1.
Yeah,
the A site is now ripe for the taking.
Gets a quick kill in, and the Resurrect came through. They're not risking anything here. They're just saying, all right, let's get the information. There's already the wall. I mean, they're pulling all the stops at this point, seriously. They go for the immediate wall with Sage. They go for the res. They have a 5 versus 3 going for themselves now. And they're just saying, all right, whatever happens, this is our second point on the board. You can try and push in, but if you try to peek any corner, you are dead immediately. So Valorando coming in this 7th round with a statement.
Here we go. I am rubbing my hands together. This is going to be an exciting game. I can feel it. I can really feel it. Valorando turning things around in these last 2 rounds. Looking so good. Particularly in this one, right? Surviving with every player and not using all their utility and everything is pretty big.
Yeah, they also got a bit unlucky, honestly, when they were pushing towards a short, because the second that we saw Scoutmeister coming around the corner, he actually peeked left. Rax peeked left, and that's why he was caught completely unaware. But the counter kill and the Resurrect, of course, helped out a lot. 5 versus 2. And here we go, another point in for Valorando. And let's see how they're going to play this one out. Spike is already left in the middle. So they're trying to see what's happening. Once again, the camera placement of Cypher, as Rax is making sure that he has a good peek onto A long.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
They're going for the doors. C is abandoned. There's a long peek. He actually knows this time, so it should have been in camera vision. Did Cypher check it out, though? That's the question. If he did, they know where he is. Opening the traps in. John gets taken down, gets a recon bolt in. They are moving the spike over towards A again, slowly. 2 on the defender side are guarding you now.
Really good stuff, though, to be honest. I think that's the first time that we've seen the Owl drone utilized by Valorando. Yeah. Going back to what they know, right? Information is king, and just really working with it.
They have a 5 versus 4, but good reactions on the defender side too. Initially, they rotated one of their players over to A, now back into the middle, since there is no push coming on the A side. They're looking straight into B now. Okay. Oh, attack. Location is revealed. Breach comes through and gets the ult in, but there's no follow-up kill yet.
Managed to just even numbers up. We'll see. Flash coming through, keeping them at bay. Oh, the big thing here. The big thing is it's the spike. That first kill was the spike. A massive blunder. The orbital strike going to come down, though. Will it be able to find anything? It sets up the kill onto the Phoenix. They've got to push forwards, though. 25 seconds left. The player up high, doing so much damage, able to survive a little while longer, but the flank coming in for Breaksco, and there it is. Chris finds the final kill. Oh, but my goodness, Khaldor, that could have gone the other way. The spike player going in first. Let's not. Especially when you've got ex-CSGO players in here, let's not be doing that.
I missed
Nearly
that too.
cost them massively.
I saw left, right, inside both of the pretty much they had 3 players inside just waiting for the push, and I was just like, yeah, we might see another shift here. And then that second you point out that the spike is in, I was like, oh god, that they still won that was actually impressive, and that ult on Brimstone was just perfect for it. Even when it didn't get multiple kills, it was still able to just zone them away, and on the back of it they could move in. Talking about moving in once again, Phoenix with the ult. Trying to get some from here, because let's not forget the defenders actually have another 3 ults ready in this round. Ah, good kill. Braxco is down. The counter kill though, as Rax comes in and takes Omen out. So 4 versus 4 now.
Yeah, not so sure about the orbital strike as well coming in there from the defensive side. Maybe a little early. Again, this is what we talked about, using that ultimate for kills. Just because it can kill people doesn't necessarily mean that you should use it aggressively. I think if you'd have held onto it a little longer into the round, doesn't find anything at all, right? I think maybe a tiny bit of damage, scaring them slightly, but not much to work with. Looker moving in with the contact sniper here. Does spot the head, but Jakey was jump peeking, not quite committing to that angle, and luckily survives.
Yeah, the jump peeking is actually that we see a lot more now on this map on A, because it just gives you way more safety than peeking those corners, and it's pretty tricky to have the reflexes to actually hit that one specifically. Valorando again moving on to A. There's 2 sitting over there, one guarding C on the defender side, the other one sitting at the double doors, and even the rotation is now happening, so A is actually wide open. There's a single player currently trying to hold it. Information is coming, location has been revealed. Here comes the breach ult, but the kill against Jacket is in. Now Sage could wall off again. Good kill here. Scoutmeister comes in and gets a quick one against Rax, turning it once again into a 3 versus 3.
Looking really, really good here for the defensive side. Flash goes in, beautifully done there as they find another frag, spotting them out towards long as well. The slow up going to keep them back. In comes the showstopper, and down goes Looker. 3 versus 1 now from short. Sage going to try and hold it off, but can't. The flick comes in from Scoutmeister, and he's happy with that one. A big retake there for F-Evangelium.
Yeah, that was a huge one for them now, and that's now 6-2-3 points. That was an incredible retake, actually, considering that we had... I mean, they took out the first one that was guarding the spot, had a 4 versus 3 situation, if I'm not mistaken, and seemed to have a pretty solid grasp on it. But in comes F-Evangelium, and they take the win on this one. So now that we are 9 rounds into the first half, they have a big advantage for them. But still, there is a defender's advantage a little bit on this map. That's at least from what we've seen so far in most of the games. So we would assume that Valorando has a chance to make up for the difference once they are on the defender side. For now, they're trying to secure themselves a few more points as we're heading into this. Here comes Breach again. Early use, by the way, with a little follow-up on this right now.
Yeah, the range on that ability is a little crazy, actually. I think he used it from like B all the way into the doors. The defender side of... Yeah. I don't know, man. It's a little crazy, maybe. I'm not sure if he pushed aggressively for it, to be fair, but still.
Picking a lot. Setup for the defenders is very, very similar to what we see in the previous round. They have one sitting over on A, one sitting over on C. The rest is sitting in the middle where they can easily rotate to either side. And it's also a pretty defensive spot for the A defender. Since if he gets zerked at some point and they're rushing in, he has good control over what's happening on A short, on A long, so he sees them coming in. There's no kill yet, both of the teams. They're trying to get these. Seems like the rotation is slowly heading towards A now, with A short mostly being ignored here, and they're trying to make the play through A long. in terms of utility, we still have that Sage wall up, which could be highly important to cordon off the small tunnel again.
No, man, I think maybe there's an argument to be made. They don't have these informational characters, though, right? It's like, leave the C-bomb site, maybe. We'll see. Here we go. Hunter's Fury coming through to try and just, again, zone off. NKX does actually manage to get one before going down. Scoutmeister's here in quick toe as well with that op once again, trying to deny the bomb plant. Not quite able to do so, but does manage to land the man advantage. Goes down through the wallbang, though. A nade over the top. It's getting so crazy right now. So much ordnance coming in. The frags somehow going the way of Philips Evangelium. The flash coming in as well, but they don't really act off of it. Oh, but looking at the wrong angle. Looker gets caught. That's so unfortunate. And once again, it's close. But by the skin of their teeth, the defenders come out on top.
Yeah, that was actually a clutch one. It was just like exchange, like kill exchanges on each side. Like it was just like kill for kill, kill for kill the entire time. Now we are 10 rounds in, 2 rounds left in this half, but it's a 7-3 lead for Philips Evangelium. Valorando fighting for every single one of these points, and they're getting close to lock in a 4th one. Last round, it looked for a long time like they could make it happen. Scoutmeister again, the one to get the quick kill in before Cypher took him down. Rax with a really nice wallbang, you pointed it out, and then things just got completely hectic. A little bit of a musical theater over here too.
I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know you could do that either.
Bit of fun.
I don't play an instrument, you know, so that didn't even occur to me.
I mean, oh no! Oh, Derspo from on high with the collateral. First one we've seen here today. Oh goodness me! And Valorando are probably hoping it'd be the last one we see as well. They've got a huge recovery now in this round.
3 versus 4. At least they got 1 kill, you know, but still, that one hurt a lot. So they were able to take Omen out, who used the ult there, but yeah, this is not going to be easy by any means. You're absolutely right. Sage taken down too, so that's huge since she can't heal anymore. She doesn't have the wall that she can supply here. They're moving into B. Ooh, that's actually going to be a little bit tricky. A bit of a move to the left. First one on the move. If he just checks the left side, he gets in 3 kills. Oh, and there it is! Scoutmeister goes down. Nicely done. But then Rax himself falls as Jackin comes through a 1 versus 2 situation now as Brimstone and Sova still up. All of a sudden, it seems like we could see that additional point on the board for Valorando.
We'll see. Jakey's got an awful lot available here. And HP as well. Gonna take down Chris just after he planted the bomb, and now it's all down to the low Brimstone to find this, and he can't get it done. Jakey with a big clutch. A big clutch once again.
Wow.
Crazy rounds coming in. Oh man, I bet Chris is kicking himself. The animation, he just runs out into the open, and he's still, you know, recovering, still pulling his gun out. Needed to give himself a second before he started moving, I think, but nonetheless, not to take away from what Jakey just did. Massive round for Philips Evangelium.
Yeah, that was insane. I mean, initially it was a double kill, right, on C long, where we thought, okay, this is going to be so tough for the attacker side. Then they are able to get the good exchanges here. And we're in the 2 versus 1 spot where they already had the plant up. And Chucking comes just in, gets the double kill and wins the round for his team. With 8 points, they are far ahead now. Going to be the final round of this half. Camera is up again. Camera still up, fully visible. Good camera, fantastic one actually. Sniffed all of that out, but then comes the kill. Rax is down, the Phoenix. Oh. What a Brimstone ult! Laka, holy shit, comes in with the double.
Big damage coming through. A messy round across the board, it has to be said. We'll see how it turns out, though, as Laka going to go pushing through his own smokes to pick up a 3rd. All now going to be down to Derspo here on the raise. Has a little bit available. Unfortunately, he's in a 5 versus 1 now that the resurrection comes in, so not looking too good at this point in time. Making an awful lot of noise as well, and they are really throwing it to him with the Rolling Thunder as well. Just to make sure there is no chance.
Yeah, moves around the corner, commits Sudoku live on TV. We're gonna check a double of replays out from that first half, but oh boy, that last round. Laka really is just sitting there and saying, boys, do I have to do everything by myself? And it's done there. That Brimstone ult was fire.
Down you go. Some really big moments in this game. Great use of ordnance kind of together, not just on its own, right? Really, really great stuff. And so exciting. So many clutch moments, so many close rounds between these two teams. I think this is really, as we're seeing here, the aggression in middle early on is what Valorando were not able to deal with for like the longest time. And then once they start to get used to that, they were able to pull it back a bit.
8 versus 4, and that's the situation that we're in now that the sides are changed and Valorando finds themselves on the defender side. And how about their opponent? F-Evangelium making the play straight up for C in the double doors here, but Lucker gets the kill against Scoutmeister early on. C is getting attacked, though heavily, I might add. Chris is the only one who's sitting over there to get a bit of info already out. There's the flash. Lucker with another kill. Despo and NKX are both down as Lucker is finally eliminated. Took them long enough here. He's really carrying in the last few rounds for his team. Then there it is. The full-on wipe against the attackers. Definitely a bit of anger over there on Valorando's side to gun them down quickly.
Yeah, they're really stepping it up. They are really stepping it up. I think Chris and I think Lucker are the two players that we're going to look towards, possibly at the end of this game, as the players that really pulled them through here, through the tough times. Chris has been finding an awful lot of good kills on the attacking side. Lucker towards the end of that attacking side, and also into the pistol round with the 3K. So keep an eye on those guys. You might be seeing an awful lot of them on the kill feed as this half plays out.
Yeah, for now. Over here, trying to move through the middle again. First kill. Braxco now taking Scoutmeister down. And getting a second kill. The Marshall, baby! Takes down Omen, takes down Phoenix, and what a slaughter here in this second round. Not a single one falling. Great for the eco, of course, too. 6-8. Boys are definitely popping up on the defender side now. 2 quick wins. But let's not forget that this is also one of the rounds where the attackers have very likely saved quite a bit of money to be able to now play a fully equipped round.
I think, though, Khaldor, this is where the comp of Philip's Evangelium gets a little dangerous, right? And maybe starts to drop off somewhat. They do have the Brimstone, they do have the Breach, which is going to allow them to get aggressive and, you know, smoke areas off and whatnot. But we have talked time and time again how important the information is. And we're seeing here, this is a great little play. We didn't get to see much of their defense when we covered them earlier. And this is really cool. The Owl drone goes in, there's nobody there, there's nobody there, there's nobody there. And there's also 2 players following in behind. So really, really big stuff. Rax, meanwhile, on the other side of things, going to pick up a 2K all on his lonesome. That's Cypher holding down the A site perfectly.
I mean, please, Rex, calm the fuck down here. Comes in, gets the info, gets the 2 kills as pretty much everybody on the side of F-Evangelium tries to push for, eh? What a great play here. Now they get the kill against the spy carrier as they move through. And you pointed the play out. I mean, they're scouting with the drone. They're making a very aggressive push out on C long just to get that rotation now in. Jackin at least gets the kill against Drax. Well, he did his job this round. Can't blame him. Still a 4 versus 2. That's the play. Good blind back though, and Braxco with a kill against NKX. Jackin goes down to another win. 7 points against 8.
That Omen can be
and Valorando really just absolutely stepping it up here. Fantastic play in the last 3 rounds. This one in particular, from a tactical standpoint, was just excellent.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. The momentum really spurring them forwards in these recent rounds. They seem to have found their mojo. Definitely being tested, which is what we wanted, but they're looking very scary. And F-Evangelium going to have to really spice things up, pull it back somehow, because it's not looking too good. Sure, they still have the lead in terms of the rounds, right? But we're talking about these early defensive rounds. Are very scary for them right now. I think going to be on a little bit of a weaker buy here as well, so it might be harder for them.
Camera was set up by Cypher on A, was already taken down, but he saw the spike over here. He's still playing around A short now. Has a bit of a duel here, as we see the approach towards the double doors and towards B spawn. No rotation yet. Okay, we have 1 rotating over from A. So 2, that's the first kill. Jackin is down as Chris gets it. That's the initial one, first blood for them. Attackers in a bit of a pickle over here.
Revealing area.
I think this is one of the things that you touched on a bit, though. Like, instead of forcing with weapons, you've got to force with the utility, and they've not bought up that much utility, it looks like. And they're kind of suffering because of it. We'll see, though. They're going to look to overwhelm this B-bomb site. Not going so well so far. Durspo is in with this annoying little SMG in behind the entire team, but will eventually get taken down, only able to find one. The Spike, meanwhile, has managed to sneak through. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Scoutmeister, he gets one, picks up a Phantom to boot. Creeping round, going to get himself a second as well. And now might just be able to get the bomb down. A 2 versus 1. This could be huge.
Yeah, from 1 versus 4 to 1 versus 2 at this point. Needs to be careful though. There's the attack. He gets the kill. Chris is down. The bomb is planted. He got the 3 kills already and goes straight up for the ult, which actually connects and does quite a bit of damage here. Both of them are going for it immediately. Oh my god. There's the defuse coming in as he has to push back through short here. And...
oh, just...
That's the win! The zone out! What a setup! The replay of this, guys, I mean, that was just fire. Look at it. Scoutmeister, first of all, he gets the kill against Rax, gets a quick follow-up against Sage. 1 versus 2, takes down Sova, and then goes straight up for the ults. What a setup here, but the zone out that we saw. Whew,
yeah.
Spicy.
I think it's really well played. It got a little dicey there because he thought the bomb was on the other side of the site. And then I think in the case of Scoutmeister, he thought that he planted it completely open, but unfortunately not the case. So definitely some mistakes here and there, but man, that looks so good, right? Look, are going to find an early one on that op as well. In towards A, in fact, getting aggressive either at long or A short, didn't quite catch, but all the same. Nice little Molotov coming in here. Oh no! Breaks go jumping up as well. That's slightly awkward. I think getting a bit scared.
But a perfect example of what you can do with utility, right? You just go for the corner, get the incendiary in. I mean, again, it is Bill Gamble. You see him jumping out, and you just take the 3 kills. So that was well done by him. 4 versus 4 situation now. Again, Sage's wall, fantastic on the defender side. That's what we said from the get-go. Lucker gets the kill against Scoutmeister. Kane with a double kill. And there's the finish, as Kane just says, well, where's my triple, baby? Takes down KX, Omen down. And they take the lead in this match.
Yes. Yes, they do. For the first time, I believe, in this match as well, they are able to finally get the best of Philips Evangelium, who have dropped off massively. It has to be said, moving onto the attacking side, they are really losing the momentum, the prowess, and that raw aggression that they had very early on in this game. It just doesn't quite seem to be translating onto the attacking side, which is somewhat surprising, you might say.
It's not only that, you have Sage on the defense now. You know, she can just slow any kind of Russian approach down, and Cypher excels on this side too. So when we saw them on the attacking side, they provided a lot of information and utility, but now on the defender side, that has even, like, this has even excelled all of what they bring to the table here. So it's pretty fantastic setup to see what Cypher and Sage in particular can just do in these situations. Spike alone. Oh,
nice! That is so smart. That is so smart, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, and it seems to have really opened the round up here as 2 players getting caught completely off guard. The Phoenix going to come through as well. There's a bit of a gap on the wall that Looker is trying to use, but the Rolling Thunder coming in going to make life relatively difficult. To be fair, on a sniper rifle, it doesn't matter that the fire rate has been lowered. Chris going to get taken down as well as he tried to go for the rotate back. And now they're very unsure of where this bomb is actually going to end up.
Yeah, and the rotation comes towards C, it seems. So they are making the quick rotation there. We already have a reaction on Valorando's side too. They're trying to guard those points, but it's not going to be easy at all. The smoke is already out. And it's 2 versus 3. Well, make it a 2 versus 1. Lucker is taken out, and that leaves Braxco as the last man standing. Absolutely popped off yesterday in early games today, but can he make the play here? He takes down Raze. That's the first one. Still going up again in the 1 versus 2.
And again, just getting used to these animations, right? We've seen quite a few of the players peek out before they've got their gun back out because they kind of feel it's going to be instant. The bomb plant, I seem to remember from Chris in that first half, he got caught off in a really big round. Kind of happens there as well. That's certainly an unfortunate one. Such a smart play, though. Comes from in towards short, right? Where the Omen teleport makes sound. So they bait the peek in because they know for a fact that the Cypher is going to be nearby because he's got all his ordnance around. And it baits the peek in, and then it's an easy pickup for the Phoenix, and they just work off of that. So well done. Hopefully Rax does not fall flat to that anytime soon.
Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. Then again, let's see what the attackers can do on this side. It's still a tie. And Scoutmeister definitely needs to go for the Ream name. If that's not Scopemeister, then I don't know what it is. So he's scoping C-Long in the last game and gets them the winning shot. Can he do it again here? That's the question. First, NKX goes down. Omen is eliminated as Cypher gets the kill here.
Off your feet!
Rax doing fantastic on A. Here comes the ult again. Breach coming in with the ulters. They're trying to move through, but here's those slows that we've been talking about the entire time. As Sage throws out the slow orb, they're trying to go for long. They already peeked up here, took down Scoutmeister himself, only two remaining for the attackers.
Yeah, it is all fallen apart. Not this time, says Rax. Not this time. I will get the better of you. I think he almost got both of them, actually, because we swapped across to the Phoenix using his hot hands to heal himself. So really well done on the recovery from Valorando, not falling to the same thing again.
5 versus 2. So sitting completely tight, holding A, one on B, one waiting for potential rotation. Through the window maybe, but it seems like we have F-Evangelium still going for the A spot here, one in short, and they're playing it very, very slow. They're running out of time here. It seems like they're not going to try and plan, but they're going to try and simply save what they have and hope to pick up a kill. Yeah, no moves made, and that is an additional point for Valorando as they take the lead in this with a 10 versus 9 score.
Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of deceiving, right? This is where the numbers can get a little misleading along the top there. It is 10-9, but you have to bear in mind there's only been one round on the attack picked up by F-Evangelium, so it's somewhat misleading. I want to say 6 rounds now for Valorando, if I'm remembering correctly, that 8-4 scoreline towards the end of the first half. But yeah, so they're doing really well on the defensive side. And the thing is, F-Evangelium, they win a round, and then immediately Valorando are straight back in, and they're putting a stop to it, right? And they're making sure that no momentum, no consecutive rounds are being picked up. So it's really, really good adjustments from the defensive side.
Scoutmaster sitting on 21 kills so far. Huge gap between him and the second on the team. But talking about kills, that's the first one against the attackers again. The air is getting a little bit thinner for them right now. There's not a lot of rounds left, so they can't really afford to lose another one here. Would have to win 4 in a row. At this point, the attack through the double doors, apparently. Braxco's holding it, though. He's waiting for the move. Omen is trying to come in, and the kill against Braxco. Not getting the shots that connected. 4 versus 4, good damage against Omen, though. And no Sage to heal it out.
A lot of information coming in on that Phoenix, particularly that there is a player in there, another recon bolt coming through. Phoenix is definitely there. They know that for sure, but it's just a case of actually finding the kill onto him. Going to be a little difficult. ADS coming in to check some angles. Nothing coming as yet from the shadows being popped as well, and Omen now.
Oh, look at the minimap!
Oh no, they are so ready for this. Surely, check all your angles. Don't get caught off by it. No, oh, he walks around the corner and has not got a clue. You've got to be ready for that, right? The From the Shadows comes in. He's in your spawn somewhere. That's what so many of the players do. Revival come in onto Braxco, so they might just be able to claw things back here. And the pickup onto that Phoenix finally.
Yeah, well done. Lucka got really unlucky with that Omen play. that didn't really work out for him. But since the entire attention shifted more so towards A, they had enough space and time to go for the Resurrect. And then they got the kill against Phoenix. There's finally the kill against Omen. There's also the Cypher ult information granted, but Ray still gets the kill. Oh, Jackin gets one as well. Gets taken out a second later, but it's the 1 versus 1 on the map. As Bo gets the kill against Chris, so Raze is the only one standing. Bomb is planted. He needs to go for the defuse. That's gonna be rough. He knows exactly where Raze is right now, but can he get the kill? He's trying to. Moves around it, and the headshot! Braxco coming through for the team and going for the defuse, and he can't get it.
Oh, unlucky, unlucky.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah. Time is always the biggest enemy. But really, really well played by Durspo to just kind of waste time, right? Peeking out a little early before he even gets on the bomb, just distracting him. As we can see here, you know, it's just that kind of movement across and hiding in the corner and making it awkward. There's maybe an argument to not even flash, just go for it, right? Just go straight in for the peak. But again, that's these players getting comfortable with this game in a competitive setting and the mental decisions that they make.
Such a clutch series. The armor on the doors get broken, so now you can easily shoot through, and there's just a barrage of bullets flying through it. Nice. But look at this old Chris again with a kill against NKX, but Scoutmeister, he comes in with the Vandal and takes Kane down. 4 versus 4 situation again. No ults ready anymore. What a Sova play once again. I mean, they have so much vision right now, and just look over here to Rex doing the exact same thing. Has the perfect camera set up and all the patience in the world.
There's some spicy ones in here. That wallbang was pretty nice. Pretty nice. Great flash coming in, though. Oh, goodness me. Rax could not see anything at all. He gets absolutely melted. Tripwire going to be popped, though. Keep them back for a little bit of time. Breaksco taking the aggressive angle, unfortunately, does not work out for him. Now into a 3 versus 2. They've clawed it back. They've pulled it back. Yeah. The spike about to go down here, and it's not looking too good. They've got limited utility left.
That kill against Cypher, though, I mean, holy hell, he must have made that play in one of the earlier rounds, because they definitely had his number there. Going straight through the wall for the blind, and then 2 of them just rushing him. He had no chance whatsoever. Now only 2 of the defenders are still standing and trying to, of course, somehow stop this, but it seems like they settled for a loss here, just to save enough money for the next round.
Yeah, might be able to drop some weapons across and get everyone bought up again. Really coming down to the wire here between these 2 teams, back and forth at the moment, and it's all about which team manages to just string maybe even just 2 together. Could really turn the tides here. But yeah, difficult to tell. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the economy here for the defending side. Maybe if we just take a quick look at the scoreboard, see what they've got. Yes, beautiful. Okay, so it's not really going to be enough to get everybody in, unfortunately. I'm going to go for it though, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Luck had enough money and still had the web so you could buy something for the rest of them. We still have quite a bit. They should be able to get pretty much everything set here. Rax needs... Yeah, there we go. Okay, Rax gets Phantom as well. Phantoms versus Vandals pretty much all around, so that headshot potential is there for the attackers. But honestly, this is also the round that they need to win. If they lose this round, then the defenders... If Valorando loses this round, they are out of money for the next one.
100%. Yeah, 100%. It's make or break, I think, at this point.
Yeah, they would either have to neglect armor or neglect weapons. What a kill! Laka, the initial kill against Scoutmeister. Scoutmeister, the top fragger for the attackers. That was a super important one. And since there is a lack of a Sage on the attacker side, there is no potential resurrect.
Something that may well plague them into these latter rounds, not having the potential of that resurrect. To just go for something aggressive like that, right? And then be like, ah, didn't work out, or maybe they get traded and they can pull off the res, but not going to be the case. We may well look back to their agent selections towards the end of the game once it has concluded. But for now, man advantage for Valorando. Wide peek from Chris, though, not entirely sure whether it's needed, what it's grounded on, right? Like, just play it nice and passive if that's what you're going for. Nice pickup coming in from Lucca, though. Oh, and the Rolling Thunder actually stuns up the Phoenix. That is a massive blunder. He runs straight into his own teammate's ultimate, and it allows for a second kill to come in. The orbital strike as well. Oh, goodness, he picks up one, almost a second. Durspo is all over the place there, really unsure of where he needs to go. Survives on 10 HP, but surely cannot get this done.
Honestly, Lucca is gonna need... Lucca needs knee surgery tomorrow. All that... the ace! He gets the ace! I mean, he is carrying hard right now. That is definitely gonna take a toll on his knees and his back. I mean, that bad boy has some calves that are just sexy as hell. Put the backpack on the last few rounds, just carries the team to victory here, round after round. 11-11, we're going down to the wire script. This is beautiful.
This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted. The best team that we've seen so far today finally being tested. So hard to call. Money not great from the attacking side, as you can see. An SMG in there, pistol in there as well. They're just going to go for it. Scoutmeister gets aggressive here. Will manage to find the kill on towards long. The A-bomb site seems to be the site of choice, but the rotations are fast right now for the defense. They are going to be in the wide peak. Oh, not so sure whether it's needed. You've got 3 of you already there. Just wait for that. They lose another player over at short as well. Braxco is trying to hold things down on his lonesome, waiting for the rotations. Not going to happen though. Scoutmeister will take him down, and now all onto the Sova. 4 versus 1. Again, another situation where surely not, but this time it's on the other side of the coin. He's going to go for it, though. He's fancying himself.
Chris is trying to at least get a few kills in here. They check the window. He nearly gets the one against Omen, but NKX takes him down. Great round once more for Philips Evangelium. 12 versus 11. Look at those kills. Luck on 25. Scoutmeister on 24. And the weapons are coming in. Once again, the operator for Laka. He should have the money here. Oh, they go for the Bulldog. 1 Bulldog is in. Braxco goes for the Bulldog here. Didn't have enough money left. Fully equipped attacking team, though. 2 Phantoms, 3 Vandals. 2 match points for Philips Evangelion.
Go. See whether they can hold things off. Once again, getting aggressive. Oh, gets the catch. Rax, he had the ordnance out. That is such a blunder. Braxco going to be trying to hold things down. Only good for 1, though, before he gets traded. Spacing perfect there from the attacking side. 4 versus 3 now. The bomb surely going to go down. There is a big flank coming in, but I think this is going to be so difficult. Everything on the line at the moment.
He's slow too on the flank. Windows getting checked. Great kill by Chris. Fantastic kill. That one was important. 3 versus 3 now. Trying to push through here. Slow rotation. Kane needs a little bit more time. There's the ult trying to go for the window and getting the kill, but it's not really happening. Raze didn't get anything here. Kane is slowly coming in, is now playing it out, and Laka gets the kill against NKX. 2 versus 2 situation with the bomb on the ground.
2 versus 1 though, as that kill comes in, and so much utility still remaining. The ultimate as well, and there it is, in from behind. The double peak to finish things off. Philips Evangelion pull it back